What exactly is a donut and pie chart? We're going to take a look at that in Power BI right now and exactly how it works. These are actually really hard to make, like in applications, if you've heard of them, Tableau. Very hard to make pie charts without tricking the system. Well, they are native in this. As you can see, it uses the donut pie chart under the add data to your visual. So anytime you want to make a donut pie chart, you can do that, as we see on this left side here. And I think that's really important to kind of bring to fruition how important this is. And we also have our pie chart here. Here we can see, different things in it. You can click different moments within the pie chart just to get a better view and see how the data is interconnected. So that's always a very cool way of clicking through these. So you could actually have a pie chart on the right, but use the donut for like a really cool visual. You have the ability to also put legends in here or pictures. I've seen people put legends, for example, within their donut charts. Now, I think this is not always doing its service because some of the features are some of the best parts of pie charts. So the slices area has all these different settings that you can do located under the format your visual section. And it lets you do so much like create a border if you want to do that. You can have some different spacing, but I really like the spacing or the inner radius portion of your applying your settings to the pie, the donut chart. And here you can see like you can make it really skinny. So if you wanted to put it or larger, so less radius, of course, it looks basically just like a pie chart. And then if you go over here, you can make it super skinny, maybe too skinny, or you can put it like this, and it just gives you those different looks of your data. And I really like this feature that they've implemented here because it makes it very quick to kind of like, oh, I need some more space, but maybe I want it to be like this. So just different ways to kind of move that inner radius around is super helpful. Of course, you have adjustments to your labels. You can put it on the outside, put things on the inside. I would always just do whatever is the best visual for your business partner. Simple is better. So just kind of play around with that. You can rotate it. Maybe if you're not happy with that rotation, you can move it around and move those labels around if you feel like a certain value is always getting picked in a certain area. Let's say you want to see something like this, you can see that. And then additionally, the legend has a couple options too. You can do center right, stacked, title. All that stuff can be updated here on your pie charts and on your donut charts. Kind of the same thing here. You just have a little bit different options. Really, you don't have that option for the radius because obviously it's a pie chart. Everything else is here. So the only difference they're doing is they're giving you that. So you might as well just use the donut chart in most situations. I can't really think of another one to give you that kind of ability. Then you can just turn down that inner radius to 0, and that's going to give you that. But here you see all the options for this and what it's doing. So pie charts, just be aware that you only want to have like a few categories on a pie chart if you're going to use it. Same thing with the donut chart is you only want to have a few categories. If you have more than that, you're asking for trouble basically. So just watch out for that. The donut pie chart shows share of a whole. Keep it to 3 to 6 slicers is kind of your goal here. So um, like I'm saying here, just keep it very simple. Don't do too many slices. If you have to, you're going to want to flip that to maybe that bar chart visual over here. Um, let's go and bring that up real quick to kind of give you a visual of that. That's what you're going to want to do if you have a lot of stuff because that horizontal look kind of helps you with that and being able to update that stuff quickly. A donut leaves some room in the middle. I like this room because you put a number, a KPI card in here maybe. So like we go back over here and we're like looking at our discount band, our slices, and maybe we want to have less of a border. We're going to go our spacing and we want to just make it really skinny and go over there. But then I could put a KPI card in there. So we go over here, make a little KPI. I don't know what's the value being used here. It looks like the key measure is total sales. So we could put the total sales in that KPI card. So we'll go over here to total sales. And now we have a number here. And then we could drop it inside of this. Now you might have to play around with it to get it to kind of work. It might work better if we were to say remove this and make it bigger, but you could probably still do it if you shrunk it down. Then we could bring that KPI card and throw it right here to make a really nice visual. So I think that's something you can utilize if you're looking for a way to kind of contain that data in a very nice aspect and make it look nice. and make it look flowing nice. Like, who doesn't want a professional dashboard within their whole system? So never use pie charts to compare precise values. I think that's very important. If something's very precise, don't do that. And don't really, you need to move the other charts like line charts, bar charts, something that's a little bit better here. But as you can see, you can do these very easy within the Power BI. And as to just recall, just keep your slicers low. Too many slices, make sure you use a bar chart. And then the donut kind of leaves that room in the middle that we really like. Very hard to do in like applications like Tableau. And just be really careful. Use this in very low category situations where you don't have a lot of dimensions. You just have these like 3 to 5, 3 to 6 dimensions here. And that's when you're going to want to use these. But they do add a little nice flow to your dashboards, and they are really nice visuals to have. I especially like that donut chart. Like, it's so cool. So many more videos on this channel, guys. So make sure you check it out. I'm really looking to push the analytics. I have a lot of experience in analytics, so I'm going to really just knowledge unload on here and just have fun with it.